Hello, I'm Roger Bisbee from the Skill Builder channel. I'm just here helping out with a little gutter job. There's a bit of gutter up there that in the heavy rain is overflowing. There's two roofs up there which come down into a valley, and then the valley tips out over the slates there. And I've got a feeling that in the really heavy rain, that it just overwhelms the gutter. Even though the gutter looks quite large, I think that's the issue. So I'm going to go up there and have a look and just check that there aren't any blockages, check it's all clear. Now, Sam Ward did come along to do this. His ladder wasn't quite big enough. Now I brought my one, but I'm looking at it and I'm thinking even that might not reach it. And the other problem we got there, these soffits are enormous. You'll see the problem I've got is I can't get over that. I mean, you don't get many soffits that big, do you? So let's give it a go. I've got this ladder. If I can't do it with this, then we might have to go and get another one. I've got a rope operated one at home, but it is huge. If you're not confident with ladders, don't try any of this stuff because it's just not worth it. It's much better to get somebody in. And as my wife keeps telling me, statistically, as you get over 70, you're more likely to have a fall than you are under 70. So I'm in that danger zone, if you like. So I have to be a little bit more careful than I ever was. And I've been pretty careful over the years with ladders. This used to have a spring on it at one time with a hook. And I've got another one actually, which is still intact, but I actually find that this is a lot better because the springs, they can come unhooked sometimes. Now you see I've got a hard hat on, and if you're falling off a ladder, the hard hat's really not going to do much good for you anyway. But the reason I have it on is because I used to have a ladder, aluminium ladder, where the styles caught on the brackets and you'd just be nonchalantly bringing the ladder down and you didn't notice that it was caught, and then suddenly that top section would come crashing down. Everybody I lent that ladder to had an injury with it, and in the end I thought the only thing I can do with this ladder is give it to the scrap man. Oh, it's looking promising. These are just stabilisers you can put out, but as it's going into the mud, I don't really need them. And you've got these little locking mechanisms here that unlock the rungs, and then they will lock them again when you get there. This isn't ideal because I'd actually rather that ladder went over the top of the gutter and the ladder stay was actually on the roof, and then that would give me a really nice stable position above the gutter. But as I'm here, I'm gonna just go up there. I'm not gonna lean out too much or anything like that, and just feel in the gutter. We've got a camera, we can have a look. You can use your phone or anything just to get a bit of footage. You should really have somebody foot in the ladder, a fat bloke preferably. But when you foot the ladder, okay, one thing you're trying to stop it from pushing out, but the other thing is that when somebody's up there, if they overreach one side or another, the ladder is inclined to flip through 180 degrees. So that's what they have to be ready for. And it's one of those jobs that people kind of drift off. They sit here and they're not paying attention. It's a serious job. You can put a little bit of weight on the bottom of the ladder, hold it there. We haven't got a fat bloke, but we've got Abe, who's borderline.
You're weighing in at 12 stone, aren't you?
Yeah.
So is that going to do for you? Right?
Yeah, that's good. I think
12 stone at 11, so it's almost 13.
It's not about weight, it's about attitude.
And I see you're sporting the new Snickers mid-layer.
Why haven't I got one of those?
I think you are what they call over-snickered.
You're probably right. My wife does say, "Oh, how many pairs of work trousers do you actually need?" I said, one more pair than I've got.
Get a shot of Snickers pants now.
Pants?
Pants, English pants that is, not American pants.
I don't do I have Snickers pants?
Well, I would imagine.
Do they make Snickers?
Yeah, they make everything. I'm going to have a look and hope I don't drop this camera. Well, just looking at my bit of footage here, there's not actually a lot of debris in there. I think all that's happening is that it's being overwhelmed because it's coming two roofs coming down into one during heavy rain. That gutter's not quite big enough, even though it's a larger size gutter. It's kind of more commercial. There's not much to do about that. I could put some kind of little baffle thing, diverter, under the slate, that would help, but chances are it could come out in a strong wind anyway. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a hose pipe and I'm going to run the hose pipe along there and just flush out some of the junk that's in the gutter. It's not a huge amount, but it's a bit. Anything helps, I think that's the point.